The New York Mets are the laughingstock of Major League Baseball. I don't even have to say find out why next. Just go to the video. What's going on, guys? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today's topic is going to be the New York Mets and why they're absolutely and utterly the most embarrassing franchise in Major League Baseball and potentially any of the four major sports. I don't remember if I said my name. I'm Matt O'Leary. Please follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Buy a shirt because there is no hope with the Wilpons owning this team. So I'm going to link that below. And I have other Met shirts, but the no hope one is extremely fitting for right now because there is no hope with this team. Yesterday, well, I guess we could start with today because they lost 5-3, but it doesn't even matter. I don't even talk about today. It doesn't matter that Syndergaard went, 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, something like that. Whatever. Okay. Yesterday is the game we want to talk about because that is the most embarrassing thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. I'm a Jets, Islanders, and Mets fans. I've seen a lot of garbage on display. And usually when I do these videos, I have a list of notes so I can hit on different things. I got nothing. This is all coming off the dome. I have so much to get off my mind, so it might be all over the place, but I frankly don't care because I'm trying to encompass the Mets fan right now, and they don't know what to do. If you look at Mets Twitter, it's unbelievable. And I can't blame any of them. People want to boycott, people want to do this and that. And look, if you want to remain positive somehow, you're just a crazy person at this point. There is no actual way that you could think positively about this team. They lost 25-4. They got their doors blown off. Okay, so let's start with yesterday was the 31st, the trade deadline. The Mets could have traded one of their starting pitchers. They could have traded Jose Bautista, but no, he was apparently untouchable. A 95-year-old former slugger who's hitting like 220 is untouchable. Why? God knows why. Devin Mesoraco is still a Met. He's not going to be here in 2019. You could have flipped him for literally anything. But part of the problem was other GMs around the league said they didn't know who to contact. Because right now the Mets have 3 general managers, not one now to do their job. And it's not all of the managers. This is mostly the owner's fault and their unwillingness to spend money and put a quality product out there. But a part of it does go on the dysfunction of the 3 general managers because you got to be proactive. You know that there's no way that anyone's going to be able to figure out who they're supposed to contact of the 3. So you're probably going to have to be the ones being proactive about it. But still, at the same token, you still got to report to Jeff Wilpon. This whole alignment of power is ridiculous. And how Major League Baseball hasn't stepped in here and done anything yet is utterly ridiculous. The Wilpons are running this franchise into the ground, completely ruining it. And yes, they weren't like this historic franchise before the Wilpons got here, but let's face it, after this whole Bernie Madoff scandal, how did Major League Baseball not step in and do something? They have no money. None. They are using this team for their other businesses. They don't care about winning. 2015 was a fluke. All right, the 2015 Mets was an utter fluke. And you know why? Because they got lucky. Because yesterday we saw all those, remember 3 years ago when they traded for Cespedes and that unbelievable walk-off home run? Yeah, I remember all that stuff, but they won this unbelievable run and things broke right for once. But then 16 injuries. They barely crawled into the playoffs in 2016. They made the wild card with 87 wins, and they should have been much better. And then 17 injuries, 18 injuries. And they're just garbage. They're not willing to do anything. Between the foot, mouth, throat disease, whatever the hell it is, between that, the Cespedes debacle, Matt Harvey, the not knowing the lineup, putting out the wrong lineup early in the year, Mickey Callaway not knowing how to manage, the bullpen being garbage, the offense is non-existent. Jose Reyes is still playing meaningful baseball in 2018. I don't care that he hit 2 home runs today. It doesn't matter. He went into the day with 1 home run. He actually went into the day allowing more home runs than he hit because he pitched last night. Yes, Jose Reyes, it was his dream to pitch in the major leagues. My dream for Jose Reyes is that he could be a productive major league player, but at this point in his career, he's not. How he's still on a major league roster is complete insanity. Okay, I understand from 2003 up until about 2016, I'll give you that he was productive. He wasn't great even in 2016. He was okay. But the last 2 years, he's been awful. No business being on a roster, but somehow he's starting at third and getting playing time over younger players. And he's pitching in a game. I don't care what the score was, 25-1 or whatever it was at the time. He should be nowhere near a baseball field at this point in his career. This team's a joke. An utter joke. And I'm done. I'm sick of it. I have one more game that I'm going to this year, and it's not even at home. It's in Boston. It's for a family thing. And I'm excited to see Fenway Park because I haven't seen it before. But I'll tell you this right now. I'm not spending another dime to go to Citi Field this year until I see change. I cannot justify spending money on this garbage. I can't do it. And if you're a Mets fan like me, you probably understand where I'm coming from. You get it. We've been suffering for how many years now? In the last 10 years, they made the playoffs 2 times. Had 8 other losing seasons. Come on. Figure it out. 09, terrible. 10, terrible. 11, terrible. 12, terrible. 13, terrible. 14, terrible. 15, somehow magically went to the World Series. 16, stuck into the playoffs. 17, terrible. 18, terrible. What is the future here? And then outside, 08, 07, terrible collapses. Yeah, they still were above 500, but awful years. 06, amazing year. They should have won the World Series. I'm still not over the 2006 Mets not winning the World Series, but story for another day. 2005 Mets, 500. 04, terrible. 03, terrible. 02, terrible. 01, almost snuck into the playoffs. 2000 went to the World Series. 99 made the playoffs. 98 were okay. 97, terrible. 96, terrible. 95, terrible. 94, terrible. 93, terrible. 92, terrible. 91, terrible. Like, hello? Do we not see a pattern here? This is insanity. How we keep signing ourselves up for this stuff is unbelievable. I can't do it anymore. Does anyone else feel me with this? You have to get it, right? I'm not crazy. The Mets are just an utter joke. They become the laughingstock of Major League Baseball for how they've been run the last 2 years and for all their injuries. But this all stems back to Fred and Jeff Wilpon. If you want to get on the manager all you want, fine. I think he's bad too. He's probably gone after this year because there's no way you could come back from that. You lost 25-4. You could blame it on injuries too. Yeah, that's a problem. But it all stems back to them not wanting to spend money. It's the Wilpons' fault. Sell the team. For the love of God. Save the city. Sell the team. It's ridiculous. Everything breaks right for the Yankees. To see Yankee fans complaining right now is driving me absolutely insane. The team's on pace to win over 100 games, and they're complaining right now. I know Sonny Gray stinks. I know Giancarlo Stanton's hurt. I know you're chasing the Red Sox and you're going to be a wild card team. But guess what? Your future's bright. That's got nothing. Jacob deGrom, what's going to happen with him? They're going to ride out the rest of his contract, and they're not going to fork over the money to sign him. He's going to walk, probably, just like what happened with Reyes. Syndergaard's controllable, but they'll probably screw that up somehow, or he's going to have another injury-plagued career. Steven Matz can't stay on the field. Steven Matz, like I said, can't stay on the field. Zach Wheeler, who knows? He looks good right now, but again, you're going to build around Zach Wheeler. Does that really do it for you? No. He's a nice complimentary piece when you have a ready-to-win team, but the Mets don't. They got no prospects either. Peter Alonso, they refuse to call up. He's in over 300 in his last 10 games in AAA, but God forbid they call him up. For who? Who's playing first right now? Who's playing first base? Wilmer Flores? Every day? Come on. He's not everyday first baseman. Dominic Smith stinks. Can't give Alonso a shot. Got to play Reyes every day. God forbid you had a bullpen piece one time. It's ridiculous. And the trades they did make this year, they got nothing back, just like last year. Think about it. The Mets traded Addison Reed, a great eighth-inning guy. They traded Familia, a great closer. They got nothing back. They traded Jay Bruce. What did they get back last year? Nothing. Granderson, nothing. Duda, nothing. So even if they did make moves, I have no confidence that they would actually acquire someone with talent. Blow it up. Just blow the whole thing up.